What's going on, everyone? Chris, Duckalope Outdoors. So I'm gonna be showing you what we've got accomplished so far. It is probably about 98% done. The rest of it's just tidying it up and making it a little bit more comfortable. But so far as being huntable, definitely huntable. It's got everything that you would need. And yeah, so I'll go ahead, I'll flip around the camera. So stay with me and I'll be pointing at the areas that I'm talking about. So this right here is the front, obviously with the benches here. So I didn't put a backrest here because I plan on putting a longer piece of wood on the back side of this. It's not really plywood. It's almost like paperboard. Just so that way the bigger guys, they have a little bit more room besides this. That's where I plan on sitting is down there on that far corner. And I'm little, so I can tuck back there in that corner, and the backrest is fine for me. So at least with this, it gives them a little bit more room to be able to lean back and relax while we're waiting on birds. I got the tarp on, and that's doing good. I went ahead and checked for leaks when I got up in here because we just had some rain, and it's not letting any water through, so we're good there. I plan on getting some burlap and attaching it to the top up here and letting it drape down, so that way inside is camouflaged in, so we won't have to worry about, if guys are back there flaring any birds if they do come in. But I'm pretty much going to drape it all the way down and attach it right down here at the bottom. And I plan on doing the same on this other side, so just attaching it there at the top and then letting it drape all the way down. Now, I went ahead and installed the bench. So, like I said, budget build, use what you can. All of this is mainly all repurposed wood. But we used an old door, and that makes its purpose for a table. So we can cook off of it, store our gear underneath it or on top, whatever. And it's high enough so that way, for me, it comes up to about my waist level. I'm like 5'6". So we'll be able to cook and not be either bending over or reaching up too high. As for that, I got all the extra material. I plan on making some shelves in here so that way we can store some stuff. And another project I got done is the bathroom. I went ahead and slanted it so that way if birds are coming in, they can quickly pop over while they're getting their pants on and still look back the other direction. But as for this, I kind of, being that it's just a toilet, I felt like just slapping it together. It didn't need to be anything perfect, and I just used all repurposed wood, so just nothing but scrap wood. And so this right here is just a little bit flimsy, but hopefully once they get through here, it'll at least provide a little bit of some shelter for them, so that way guys aren't looking at them. The hole itself, I made it to the point where I can sit down on it and I have enough room, so I'm not going to actually fall in it. So if you're looking at building like a makeshift toilet, this right here should work for you. Now I cut out the hole so that way the waste can go down into the water. And what I'm going to do is get some toilet paper, stack that up there on the sides since we're not leaking. And then I'm going to put some trash bags so that way once they get done wiping, they can throw it into like a grocery bag and take it home with them instead of throwing it into water and you have white toilet paper floating out into your spread. Now, as for the inside of the blind, I would say that's pretty much it. I plan on hanging right next to the door here to the toilet, hanging up some hangers so that way we can hang coats or decoys or whatever. And as for this side, being I got a whole bunch more wood left over, I might make some stools or something to sit on back here, so that way we can the guys can get back here and relax. Now I'm gonna hop on the front and I'm gonna show you what's gotten done so far on the brushing. All right, so now I'm out of the blind. As you can see back behind me, we have a whole bunch of brush ready to be installed onto the blind itself. And I'm gonna turn the camera around and give you a good look at this. So looking at the side here, I got two boards sitting right there. We can probably purpose them for something, whether if we use them for more joist around the bottom. Probably won't need them, but if anything, we can use it up inside the blind. But like I said, we got a bunch of brush sitting down in here. Isaiah and Chase and the rest of the other crew has been out here starting to brush it in. So it's still got a lot more brush to get put on, so that's not to worry. So, and I have a ladder built so that way we can get up there and secure it all to the sides, and I'll be able to drag it up there on the roof and drape them over the top and get all those high spots. So what we're mainly using is pretty much any brush we can get on. So all this is like, it's got acorns on it. So we're using oak and all that sort of stuff. Pretty much just get your hands on some brush. Things, you know, that hold leaves well once it's dead. So that way it just doesn't become twigs, and put it up there. So you got wire. That's another thing that help you secure a lot of this brush to the side. So you wire it down, and once you prop it up against the blind, you throw some wire around it and it'll hold it in place. But it's all done around the side here. Another thing that we did, or I shouldn't take credit for it, Isaiah did, was use some pallets, and then that way you can shove some of your brush down in there, and it helps it hold in place when you ain't got nothing else to hold on to. We're gonna repurpose this wire here. I'm probably gonna run it along the top, so that way I can shove down the brush into the wire itself, and the wire will hold it. So we still gotta get this side done. But that's pretty much for the blind update. Now don't click away yet. All right, hang with me. I got something to talk about. So I do have a veterans hunt coming up in mid-December. I've been asking some companies to support us. We've had 4 companies agree to it. So if you're watching this and you run something so far as like you make lanyards or duck totes or duck calls, or you have hats and shirts and that sort of thing, just hit me up on Instagram or leave a comment below and let me know. So that way we can hook them up if you want to give them some free merch. But it's just, I figure I'd go ahead and put it out there. I know every duck hunter out there right now is, they got like GoFundMes and Patreons and all that stuff. I'm not looking for money. And all this is going to be given to them. So I would guess it would be more of like a giveaway, but if you want to look at it that way, but you could be gaining a customer by showing your support with them, and being that there's 2 of them that's never duck hunted before, at least give them something to remember. And that way, if it's like a t-shirt, they turn around and wear it, they'll always remember the hunt. So, but as always, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I've been Chris. This has been Duckalope Outdoors. Y'all stay safe out there.